Bernard Tobin here for RealAgriculture. I'm here at the Syngenta Seeds R&D and Innovation Centre in Arva, Ontario. Today we're hearing about an investment from Syngenta in this facility. I'm joined now by Dan Wright to talk about the commitment to technology and innovation and what it means for Canadian growers. Hey Dan, it must be fun to make these type of announcements.
Yeah, today, Bern, is one of the most fun days that you can have for absolutely great crowd and great to celebrate investment in Canadian agriculture.
Now, I've been here at Arva many times over the years. Tell us about, I guess, the history and the legacy of this facility.
Yeah, this facility has been, I've been coming here for over 25 years myself in different capacities, and it's really been fun to see the facility grow and maybe hit a little period of time where there's been a little bit less going on, and now to see the facility with a big investment and part of the overall North American R&D Innovation Centre.
Hey, tell us about, I guess, more about the investment. You know, what are you bringing to this facility and to Syngenta Seeds?
Yeah, I think it's important for Canadian agriculture when we have our R&D facilities located here, as is our commercial, so our sales and marketing, our production and supply. We all meet here, we all work out of the same area, and what's great about it, the same system in one area, right on a farm where we do all of our testing. And we do all of our testing that helps feed the market for corn and soybeans for farmers in all across Canada.
Dan, tell us more about how this impacts your genetic program and your seed offering. We're going to look at some incredible plot planting technology. We've got drones for taking notes. What does this do for your program and your genetics?
It allows us, that's really the base. Yeah, there's all sorts of new technology like drones, riderless planters, and then the technology that we have in this building to be able to collaborate across North America, to be able to make sure that we take that data, get it analyzed, get it moved through the system so that we can advance more hybrids and varieties with higher level of confidence to deliver more value for farmers.
How important is it, I guess, to have a base here in Arva, local testing in this marketplace?
Yeah, for me, you hear lots of areas that they do testing. You have to test in the local environment. And we don't just test in Arva, but we base out of here and we test all across Eastern Canada. We've got a similar station in Western Canada where we test. And then it's just part of the overall North American network all across the US and part of Canada. And so local testing in the local environment, you get different diseases, get a different environment. It's critical to make sure that things come through a local testing station so that we can deliver that value for growers.
Final question, Dan. I've heard the word speed, precision, and power here today. What does that mean, when you talk about your partners across the value chain and all the way down to growers and your customers?
Yeah, I think all of those things, and people say, hey, speed, you shouldn't be worried. Speed and technology and power, it's all about data. And so better data, better systems, better knowledge. You can see in our testing area where we used to have to test and bag things, we're doing it live on a combine now. And it's not about less people, it's about better information, it's about more information, it's about making better decisions. Better decisions land better products for farmers.
I'm outside now catching up with Matt Rundle, corn product placement scientist. Matt, you are standing in front of a really cool planter, the Power Plant. It is a riderless, driverless trial planting system. Tell us about it.
Yes, absolutely. We're really excited to have a new power plant fleet. Here's our power plant here in Arva. We have 22 of these across North America. It's an 8-row research planter. It's an upgrade for us from the typical cone planters where we typically have research associates riding on top, dumping trial seeds. This is a self-dispensing system using these clams here. So we pre-package these clams centrally. That provides a lot of operational efficiencies for us, as well as improved plot quality over the existing system.
Final question, Matt, and that is about a plant stand analyzer, another piece of equipment you're using here. How does that work, and what does it do for your plot data and your quality?
Absolutely. So the plant stand analyzer is a UTV where we're covering the same 8 rows and following the planter passes when corn is about V4 to V6. That's counting our emerged population. The beauty of that is that in the past, with manpower, we could only get so far. We've got thousands of research plots, and 18 locations to evaluate. And so what the plant stand analyzer does for us is collect all that data so that we really, again, remove any variables. So any environmental issues where maybe a certain spot of that field drowned out due to waterlogging, that's not genetic. So this gives us an opportunity to exclude certain individual plots from our analysis, improving our data quality overall by 30%. The system between the power plant and the plant stand analyzer does that for us. So 30% improvement in plot quality.
I'm catching up with Matt Hoyer now, soybean product placement specialist at Syngenta Seeds. Matt, I want to talk about the benefits of technology in this investments. You were telling people here about 3 different things. Let's talk about drone technology. You're taking notes with drones.
Yeah, so really, Bern, we're talking about better product placement with respect to how we place products so that they have more reliable performance and ultimately higher yields. So as an example, one of those is that we're moving to high-speed phenotyping platforms. And so drones is one of those high-speed phenotyping platforms. So historically, we would take maturity notes out in the field with a crew, and that would take many days and labor. And now we're moving to drones to take those maturity notes. So we can do about 15,000 plots per hour, which is huge, a huge improvement. By the time we're done QCing and correcting that data, it's about 7,500 plots per hour. Now, the other kind of cool thing is that additionally, between those different note takers, you'd have different subjectivity. And so, from one breeder to the next breeder, you could have differences in maturity notes. With drones, we kind of take out that subjectivity as well there too. So really 2 benefits to moving to that high-speed phenotyping.
Hey, tell me about some more equipment here. You're standardizing your planter and combine fleets. What's that bringing to the shop?
Yeah, so previously with all the mergers, when we merged with NK, Golden Harvest, and Garst, our equipment sheds, they look like a rainbow. And so basically, that led to many challenges, including sourcing spare parts, servicing those machines, as well as training individuals on those different machines as well. So over the past few years, we've been standardizing our planting and combine fleet, lead to simplification, better in terms of training. And additionally, we put huge investment here. So when you think about that investment over the last 2 years, in 2021 and 2022, Syngenta had the largest orders with a Mako that they've ever had.
Wow, that's amazing. Hey, let's talk finally about increasing soybean late-stage testing plot size. I mean, what does this mean? You're going to go from like 2 rows to 4-row plots.
Yeah, so historically we've always tested in 2-row plots, but over the past few years, we've moved from 2-row to 4-row plots in late-stage testing. And what this allows us to do is basically improve our plot quality, which leads to better product placement overall. Additionally, oftentimes in soybeans, we think, it's just soybean that branches out, there's no border row effect, but looking at the research and data, we found that there is a border row effect. So moving from 2-row to 4-row, we can now harvest those center 2 plots, thus taking out any border effect and improving overall plot quality.